everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, my name is Megan, and today I'm going to do my bi-weekly budget number 1 results video. So this is just looking at our past expenses and writing in our actual amounts of what we spent this last couple weeks. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in and then we'll get right into the video. Okay, so I have my sheets set up. I have my bi-weekly budget off to the side a little bit, and then I have my full daily spending tracker so you can see. Just so you know, these pages are from my Etsy shop. It's called BudgetQueenShop if you're interested. So yeah, I have my daily spending tracker here. So you can see all of our transactions and we can talk through all of it. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, I explained that my husband and I totally screwed up our expenses, and it was just miscommunication with both of us being busy this week and not communicating our finances properly. So we took the time last night to go right back from the beginning and write out our expenses exactly to what they are and perfectly laid out and whatnot. So it took a little while, but we got it all under control now. So now let's just begin with the video and go to income. So what we do first is I look at my income. I budgeted $1,500 for my husband. I am off of maternity leave now, and I'm just waiting for my CERB money. It's the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit, as I cannot go back to work because of COVID-19. So I'm just waiting for that money and I have not received it yet. So I have my husband's paycheck here. So what we do is we write down the actual amount. So my actual amount for my husband's paycheck was $1730.75. $1730.75. So next, after we calculate my husband's income, we just go down the list and look at other income that has accumulated the past couple weeks. So we have Etsy here for $30.50. Oh, so we'll just mark that off. Oops, I marked bills. Oops. Etsy, so there. Income, we had our tax return. This is my husband's tax return. I owed money from last year, so I didn't get anything this year. Then coming down the list, we have Etsy again for 2014. And then going down the list here, my husband got $174 for his hockey draft. He got first place, but since the COVID happened and they stopped, he was the leader. So his buddy that was running the tournament gave him his earnings of $174. So that was kind of cool. Wasn't expecting that at all. So I'll just put variable. We budgeted $0. Anytime you add something, you want to budget $0 and then put the actual here. So you total all of that up, and we had an extra $503.40, which was absolutely amazing. $50.64 of that was Etsy, and just so you guys know, I put every cent that I make on Etsy to our debt, so thank you so much for helping us with that. Taxes, $278.76, and then hockey was $174. So thank you guys again so much for supporting us and our family. So total for that was $2,234.15. So really good. We got $734 over budget. So that's awesome for that. Next, going to bills, we have our Jeep payment. So right there is our Jeep. So we just go $267.33. For rent, this is a quarter amount. I usually save half every paycheck that my husband gets, but we are being subsidized by the BC government. I do live in Canada and BC, just so you know. The government's giving us $500 a month for 3 months for our rent. So our rent is only $500 right now, and so to split it up into 2 payments, that's $250. So hopefully that made sense. A quarter of our rent, we put $250 to savings until we need to pay that. $250. Now for iTunes, I knew that $1.35 would come out for my husband's storage, but I totally forgot he has Apple Music, so that came out as well. So that's $11.35. I have to change the budget for that because his Apple Music comes out every month. So Jeep insurance was $168.07. So we'll write that down over here, $168.07. Electric was $135. just as planned. $85.80 for Wi-Fi was correct. $85.80. And I forgot to put down bank fees when I first made this budget as well, so that was $29.90. You can see here that mine came out here, and where did my husband's? Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there, I already dotted that. Also, when I made this budget for my bi-weekly budget number 1 video, I accidentally messed up the calculations for this, my expense area, so I have redone this page, just so you know. You guys, it's been a horrible month so far with our budget and calculating and stuff with the numbers and whatnot. It's just not coming into place. So it's just really hard when your stuff doesn't align and mesh well. So I just need to remember to sit back, focus, take my time when budgeting so I don't do stupid errors like this. So anyways, that total was $947.45. So now I'm going to move you guys down to expenses and get my different tracker here. So now we have my weekly spending tracker. This is just an easier way of splitting up each week and seeing like a week at a glance. It really helps for this bi-weekly budget because I can just go back and add up each expense for our groceries instead of going back to our expense tracker and adding up like 12 different transactions, right? So it's just super easy to clump these all together and add the two up. So we'll just start with groceries. So we add up the $262.90 and the $356.27. So we spent $619.17 on groceries, which was ridiculous. Like I said in the previous video, we've had a couple of friends over and we hosted for them, and just we've been loving cooking for ourselves, and so yeah, that's that. We have spent $28 on groceries, you can see here, so $28 there and $0 there, so it's just $28. For eating out, and kids $0 and $50, so $50. Diapers and formula. Household was $0. And for other, it's $0 and $129.66. We had to get an oil change. So just like that, so easy. This is why I love having this weekly spending tracker. It's just so convenient. So totaling for our expenses is $970.80. So like double budget. We just went over like crazy. So that's that. So next we'll zoom out again and grab our daily spending tracker. Okay, for the last little bits here, we have my father-in-law's birthday, and I want to do my debt snowball, but I like doing it separate recently, so I'm just gonna write it in this huge column, even though it doesn't need to have this huge column. So debt snowball and my father-in-law's birthday. So we're going to find his birthday first. So it is down here. It is under the other category, which is this, and then it's under dad's birthday. So $33.11. So we were just over budget there, so that's nice. So the total for this section is $33.11. And then we were able to make some debt snowball payments, so that was awesome. We budgeted $0. Okay, so this is where we started with our like tracking problems. I told my husband to put $230.75 on his credit card because anything over $1,500 he puts onto his credit card. And he thought I said $30.75, so we were out $200. So I had it tracked on here that it was $230.75, so we were out like $200. I was freaking out. I was like, what is going on with this budget? And he realized he only sent $30.75 to debt. So that was awesome. So debt snowball here for $30.75. We'll write that down. And then coming down here, we have our debt snowball payment of $213.24. So a really good one at the end of the month here. And sorry, I forgot to do these other little expenses here. And then we had we did that on the 10th, and we had $41.80 left over. We just wanted to wait one more day in case we had to get like a jug of milk or a small bill came out. But then we sent that $41.80 to my husband's credit card as well for a zero balance. We like to go into the next biweekly budget with a zero balance or an account buffer, but at this time we don't have an account buffer. I think moving forward we will try to have a little bit in each of our accounts. We do have savings, but we do, I believe, need a account buffer. So maybe when I get the CERB money, that's when I will do a little account buffer for each of us. So that debt snowball total amount was $285.79. So really good progress, $285.79. So that's that. So now we go to the total section here. $2,234.15 was the income portion. The bills was $947.45. The expenses were $970.80. We have our debt snowball area here of, I just need to write zero there. $285.79 and $33.11. And with the whole mess up of our daily spending tracker at the beginning of the month, we are out $3, but I went back and I tried to figure it out. I cannot find the mistake, so that's okay. It's just $3. It's not the biggest deal. I must have written something wrong or whatnot in our tracking. It's only $3. If it was $30 or $300, obviously you'd need to go back and kind of figure that out. But since it's only $3, I'm just going to leave the headache behind me and move on since I have had a headache the past 2 weeks trying to figure out my budget anyways, because I'm just like a super freak like that with my budget. I need to have it like all perfect, and since it wasn't the past 2 weeks, it's just been driving me insane. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry that I did mess up a lot in the past couple weeks with our budget. Moving forward, my husband and I have had a really good talk the past couple of nights about this next couple weeks coming up and how we need to be really strict with our daily spending tracker and really watching our spending and whatnot. So I'm glad we're on the same page and able to communicate better. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. If you're walking into